About this Nogi Judo stuff now.
Maybe you're not good enough to beat the wrestler in the wrestling match, but you're good enough to get a takedown on him in a grappling match.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm with Vinny Mancuso here, an old-time friend of mine. He was a great wrestler back in the day. Let me listen to your wrestling stats.
Oh man, nothing special. Nothing crazy.
You took 5th at the U.S. Open, didn't you, recently?
3rd.
3rd at the U.S. Open. That's pretty legit.
But that was my age group, though.
Yeah, not Masters and.
But it's hard now. All the Masters, like they have to make it like 2 days now because it's like you can wrestle 5 times to get placed.
Yeah, pretty wild. He's a judo black belt.
Go straight.
They go straight. Now we're on our way to the airport for the World Judo Championships, which I'll be commentating. Kind of fun and exciting. Right, Vin?
Yeah.
And like I said, Vin's a judo black belt. You took 5th to the U.S. National?
Yeah, in 2008.
Yeah, 2008, back in the day. We wrestled each other in high school back in the New York Athletic. Remember those days?
Oh, yeah.
I tell everyone I used to beat your ass.
Yeah.
And then Vinny tells everyone.
Did they believe you?
I don't know, man. Vinny was a lot smaller back then. And I was very fat and chubby. Remember that? Remember we were out of shape back then?
Yeah.
We weren't in great shape. But man, we used to wrestle each other all the time. And then, no, it was great times, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wrestling with DC, yeah, it's the best. So then there,
that's what we really developed.
Yeah,
the man strength.
Yeah, and you know, man, it was
like
a different time.
grappling man strength.
Yeah, grappling man strength. You start developing that little by little.
You have to for survival.
For survival, for sure. But man, aren't these kids so lucky nowadays? Like, we were reliant on the guys who showed up to teach us technique.
Yeah,
you know?
and if we had like a video, of something, we'd like keep watching that same video over and over.
Yeah, and it wasn't like an instructional. You know? Dude, you know what I did, man, when I was in high school? Like, I watched Iowa the Season.
Oh, that was great.
It was great,
yeah.
But like that kind of wrestling style,
yeah,
is not really good for, you know, like it wasn't a very technical thing.
No,
you know what I mean?
Not at all.
And then I had a technique video by John Smith shooting low singles, who like my coach thought it was a great idea to give me. So I was like studying low singles.
Yeah.
But like it really didn't work with my game.
They're not for everybody.
No, so it's like, you know, you got Iowa style and John Smith's low single, and it's like those two things really kind of, very different styles. You know what I mean?
If I was trying to learn wrestling right now when I was younger, I would just live in underhooks all day long.
Yeah, you're all about the underhook, right? The Iranian style.
And I would just like try to get like ninja-like in the underhook, like just the reflexes would just be like perfect.
Yeah. What do you think about this Nogi Judo stuff now?
So it's like, it's definitely necessary because like obviously in all kinds of grappling, like you don't want to be shooting low singles or just a double leg with your head just hanging somewhere, so you're gonna get like choked out. So
Yeah.
Obviously for like a lot of the other combat sports, I think it's better if you could grow. And I think I noticed that a lot of the younger wrestlers that you see coming up are like doing way more throws and trips. They're doing inside trips.
Yeah.
They're doing more body lock stuff, and it looks way better.
Oh, it really does. It's more international freestyle-like.
Yeah, that's why I think that they're adapted to it, because now, like, our kids are so good now, like, internationally.
Yeah, they really are.
Compared to, like, how it used to be, where, like, guys were playing catch-up after their college career. Now we have these kids that are, like, already, like, cadet and junior level type, like, world medalists.
Yeah.
And they're bringing all their throws. Like, if you go on the mat and you're with a guy who's got, like, a really good shot and he's, like, faster than you.
Yeah.
Before it was be like, oh, you're kind of like out of luck, but now if you could like use those hooks and like stand the guy up and like make him uncomfortable, if he doesn't train in that position that much, you're at the big advantage now.
Yeah. Do you do a lot of you do a lot of underhook and wrist, right?
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're doing a lot of hanging off of that underhook. You were saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you go into the double.
Well, it depends what the guy's giving me.
Yeah, that's always kind of a thing. So, all right, from each of those positions, like advantage positions, like an underhook or a wrist or whatever it is, whether you're chest to chest or you have a body lock, like how many moves should you have to like put together?
I think you don't have to have a ton. I think as long as you have something for basically each of his reactions. Is he giving you his right side? Is he giving you his left side?
Yeah.
Is he lowering his level? Is he trying to shoot? Is it more like a defense thing or a counter thing?
Yeah.
How far do you want me to go?
Yeah, keep going. Maybe like 5 more minutes, go on this way.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Vinny's taking me to the airport. We're bullshitting about this stuff. Vinny's my driver, you know, when I go to the airport. Vinny drives for a living, right, Vin?
Yes.
This is your business. You have a nice, humongous car.
Yeah.
Super professional if you're in the suburban New York, New Jersey region. You were a steelsmith for a long time, weren't you?
I actually was an aerospace manufacturer.
manufacturer, right?
Yeah, I work
pouring hot steel all day.
Pretty much, but yeah.
Look how jacked this guy is, dude.
It's much more fun to work for yourself.
Yeah. I'm so happy for you, man. So whenever I get a chance to go to the airport or something, I hit up Vin, and then we talk shop and we talk wrestling and judo, and you like jiu-jitsu? You do BJJ.
I do some BJJ.
Yeah.
I do like BJJ.
You're a purple belt?
Yeah, I'm a purple belt, but I've been a purple belt for like 8 years.
Yeah. I mean,
but I don't really put the same commitment into jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather put more energy towards like judo, sambo, wrestling.
Yeah.
I like to do jiu-jitsu as I feel like it's like a piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
And it is a big advantage. Like I feel like especially like in Newaza situations.
Yeah.
It's a good place to finish a match.
Yep.
Especially if you're with somebody who's like really strong, really tough, and like can't get anything going on your feet.
Yeah.
If you could drag them down or make them take like a bad attack or whatever, you could really.
Do you do like bottom open guard stuff at all or no?
A lot of people like assume that like I'm always on top or something like that, and I won't have a good guard, but I can play guard pretty good. I like to do like a 1-in, 1-out type of guard.
Oh yeah, like a half guard or something.
Not a half guard, but like just like a 1-in, 1-out, like 1 foot in.
Okay, like a butterfly guard maybe.
Yeah, but that's like 2 feet in, isn't it?
Nah, yeah, like a half butterfly.
Yeah, kind of like
I think we call that.
Yeah, I feel like you can get a lot going from there.
Yeah. All right. So, what do you think the best takedown for BJJ? Like, do you shoot doubles, high C's, and things like that? Or is
I don't think that would be good for BJJ at all.
No, right?
No.
So you think like going upper body is a lot more of a better option?
Definitely.
For guys?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because here's the thing too, right? So like, if we're talking about jiu-jitsu,
Yeah. When you see a Starbucks, pull over, and then we'll do this whole thing. And then we'll show these guys some technique. We're gonna wrestle in the freaking parking lot.
I love that.
Yeah. And right now, because of the perspective of the camera, you can't tell, but Vinny is humongous. This camera making me look bigger than you right now, Vinny.
Yeah.
You getting insecure?
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
You know what it is? The thing is with jiu-jitsu, you have so many types of guys that are coming into jiu-jitsu. So like, okay, you got 2 guys, they're purple or blue belts, let's say.
Yeah.
All right, one guy wrestled, maybe not even seriously, but he wrestled in high school. Maybe he started in 8th grade, he wrestled for 5 years.
Yeah.
And the other guy didn't.
Yeah.
That's going to cause definitely a discrepancy.
For sure.
But I feel like some of the things, like maybe I can even go over some of this.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that,
let's go into this complex here.
I feel like a lot of guys, just because they wrestled,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that they have had good coaching or even know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So if you can learn some stuff the correct way and then just like practice it, and especially if you're like even like half an athlete, you could develop yourself and like get comfortable with these positions and get these takedowns where like maybe you're not good enough to beat the wrestler in the wrestling match, but you're good enough to get a takedown on him in a grappling match.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Because it's grappling is grappling, wrestling is wrestling.
You know what you should do, man? You should do Uber driver for grapplers, and then they could just hear your thoughts and they have to pay double. It's very valuable information. Like, I don't know a lot of guys who I grew up with grappling who are still in grappling, like truly in it. And Vinny is straight up training still 4 or 5 times a week. You lift 5 times a week.
Yeah.
That's freaking crazy.
I'll probably am at like